I can't believe we have to make this commercial.
It's ridiculous.
You'll think it's ridiculous too. Listen to this.
This commercial is about, well, it's about parents being rude at high school athletic events.
Ridiculous, right?
It gets worse. Studies show more than 75% of new high school officials are quitting because of bad adult behavior.
So now there's a shortage of refs here in Idaho, in almost all sports.
No officials means no more games.
Is that what you want for us?
Come on, parents.
It's time to grow up.
Cheer for your team.
Be proud of your children.
But stop being so ridiculous.
And don't make us run another commercial.
Because we will.
This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association, reminding you to always practice good sportsmanship.
Idaho 529 Education Savings Program. Our easy-to-use tools make it simple to plan for your child's education. With tax benefits, ownership flexibility ideal is the perfect way to save for college, trade school, K-12 education, and student loan repayment. Join us at our next webinar to learn more about the 529 plan. Enrolling takes just 15 minutes and you can start with just $25. Visit idsaves.org if you would like to learn more.
Let's talk about open enrollment for health insurance. Your Health Idaho's got you covered with all you need to know. Open enrollment is the time of year where you can enroll in or change your health insurance coverage. And Your Health Idaho is the place to go for quality coverage at a lower cost. 25% of enrollees pay $25 or less. Make sure to enroll by December 16th to get covered and save money.
I am great.
At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
Ads like this keep popping up. But I see through the hype, because those vape clouds people claim are just water vapor contain as many as 31 different chemicals, like formaldehyde, the stuff they preserve dead bodies with. And while the flavors sound all harmless, we still have no idea what these ingredients could be doing to our bodies. But I already see vaping for exactly what it is. Get the real facts at BehindTheHaze.com.
Let's talk about open enrollment for health insurance. Your Health Idaho's got you covered with all you need to know. Open enrollment is the time of year where you can enroll in or change your health insurance coverage. And Your Health Idaho is the place to go for quality coverage at a lower cost. 25% of enrollees pay $25 or less. Make sure to enroll by December 16th to get covered and save money.
Dear Triathlon, let's take on iconic trails and race straight to the top. What's the point of winning if you can't enjoy the view? Yours, Toyota SUVs. Toyota. Let's go places.
We do things differently in Idaho. Sometimes we go east to find west, where muddy trails meet huckleberry smiles. Stars shine electric, and the wind smells like destiny. Sure, our traffic jams are strange, and not all our steaks are ribeyes. But wherever we go, our eyes never leave the road. Belts strapped and dreams packed, no distractions, no phones, focused. From here to there, it's who we are.
At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
Hello and welcome into this IdahoSports.com GameStreams production of the Idaho High School Football Playoffs. State playoff coverage on IdahoSports.com is presented by Project Filter, Your Health Idaho, Ideal, Idaho's College Savings Program, Valley-Wide Cooperative, your local Toyota dealers, Dip Fusion Helmet Reconditioning, and the Idaho Office of Highway Safety. Tonight we come to you live from Rigby High School, where the Post Falls Trojans will take on the Rigby Trojans. Hi everyone and welcome in. My name is Jesse Richens and I will be your play-by-play commentator for tonight. And we have just finished a very fun opening for high school playoffs here in Rigby. There were fireworks involved and the national anthem. You know how much they love their football, their high school football down here in Rigby. And it was fun to watch. Attention all Idaho football stars. The Idaho Bowl is now accepting nominations for 6th through 8th grade athletes. If you've got a future star in the making, visit www.idahobowl.com to nominate them today. In partnership with IdahoSports.com, the Idaho Bowl selects the best players across the state to compete in the Premier Youth All-Star Game. Plus, they're raising funds for the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Idaho. Don't miss your chance to be a part of something special. Nominate now at www.idahobowl.com. Now, again, welcome in to this playoff game for the state of Idaho. Again, the Rigby Trojans against the Post Falls Trojans. And it is a battle of the Division 6A here in Idaho. The Rigby Trojans are led by head coach Armando Gonzalez. He's in his 8th season as the head coach. So far this season, they are 8-1, 3-0 in a conference play. And last season ended it a little bit disappointing for the Rigby Trojans, as they were trying to go for a three-peat, state champions, but fell short and were knocked off by Eagle last November. Now, Post Falls, their head coach is Blaine Bennett. It is his 9th season as head coach of this Trojans team. This season, they have a record of 7-3 and 1-1 in conference play. They're looking to get a playoff win this season. The last 4 times they have been to the playoffs, they have unfortunately lost. So they will be coming out here looking to make this upset here in Rigby. And they will be going north to south. The kickoff will be starting. Post Falls will be kicking off to the Rigby Trojans. Post Falls with the black helmets, white jerseys, orange numbers, and orange pants, while Rigby is in all maroon, helmet to shoes. And the kickoff falls to about the 10-yard line and is received by Rigby, breaking through tackles and eventually taken down at about the 23-yard line. And that is where they will start their first drive of the game. Rigby coming out again in the all maroon, helmets, jerseys, and pants maroon with black numbers and yellow lining. Here we go from the 24-yard line. Flowers in the gun, pistol, hands it off up the middle, and he breaks a couple tackles, picks up a couple yards there. And it's about 5 or 6 yards on the run. Can't quite see the number. Those black numbers make it pretty hard to see. Looks like number 6, though. Dallas Waldron, the running back. Flowers again in the gun. This time he takes it up the middle himself, and he will pick up the first down on a gain of about 3 yards. And again, that'll bring up a first down and 10 for the Rigby Trojans. Again, Flowers in the gun. Waldron on his right hip. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, now looking to the right, has a man wide open down the side. There he goes, makes a move down to the 30-yard line. Goes number 3, Parker Graham, on the huge play. That time, a fake handoff, and then a quick pass on the slip, and they are in the hurry up. Here we go. In the gun on his right hip. Hands it off up the middle to Waldron, and he is shoving forward for about a gain of 5. And this explosive Rigby offense already showing that they want to win this playoff game. And here we go. Flowers in the gun again. Running back on his left hip. Man comes in motion off the right side. Fakes the handoff, takes it up the middle where he is stuffed immediately and taken down maybe after a gain of 1 yard. That time the Post Falls defense standing up the run and penetrating through that offensive line. Tempo is slowed down a little after the short gain for Rigby. Flowers looks to the sideline to receive the play. Trips left in the shotgun. Hands it off up the middle to Morrell. Morrell breaking through tackles, dragging guys for the first down to the 15-yard line. Great run by Morrell to break through those tacklers and pick up another first down. Flowers in the gun. Again, hands it off up the middle. He has a lane. He's breaking through tacklers. There he goes, down to the sideline. My goodness, pushing through all sorts of defenders, stiff-arming them to the ground. That is number 10, Amani Morrell, the transfer from Skyline. Now that'll bring up first down and goal from the 5-yard line. Flowers in the gun. Hands it off up the middle, and it's wide open for the touchdown. The Rigby Trojans with the first touchdown of the game. That will bring the score to 6-0 with the PAT pending. And the kick is up, and it is through, and the PAT is good. That will bring the score to 7-0. The Rigby Trojans lead the Post Falls Trojans. Now this gives us some time to thank our sponsors before the Rigby kickoff. Here in Rigby, Idaho Drug, a tradition in pharmacy since 1947 where your health is their priority. Whether you need a prescription refilled on their mobile app or a gift for that special someone. Visit Idaho Drug at 139 East Main Street for all your pharmacy and drugstore needs. They also offer free local delivery. Idaho Drug is a proud supporter of Rigby athletics and wants to wish the boys good luck in tonight's game. So again, if you're just joining us, The Rigby Trojans drove down the field about 75 yards and scored, and they're leading 7-0 on the Morrell touchdown. Here comes the kickoff down to about the 15, and he pitches it back. No, the fake pitch, and there he goes! He opens up a big hole off the fake pitch, down the sideline to the 30, stiff arm, and finally taken down at the 26-yard line. An amazing play, fakes the pitch on the kickoff return, and I believe that was number 6, Tyrus Blake, the senior defensive back for Post Falls. And Post Falls' first drive of the game will start down here at the 25 of the Rigby Trojans. Wow, what a play. He had one man to beat, just couldn't quite beat him. Great defensive play to make the tackle. Again, just an amazing pitch. Fake pitch, excuse me. And then the hole just opened up, faked everyone out. And he comes out in the pistol. Hands it off up the middle, and he's breaking tackles. And he picks up about 5 or 6. They'll bring up 2nd down and 4. That was number 9, Devin Burton. Hands it off again up the middle, and he's met immediately and taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Again, that's Devin Burton who's taken down. That time, that Rigby defensive line really putting up a fight and stopping him for short yardage. Number 2, Isaac McCown, quarterback, in the gun. Fakes the handoff, taking a little bootleg out to the right. He's being pressured. He's still looking downfield, and he's finally taken down out of bounds. That's going to count as a sack, and a flag flies as he's taken down out of bounds. I can only imagine it's going to be a late hit. And we're waiting for the official call. Still waiting on the call here. They may have decided to pick it up. Oh, here comes the call. Personal foul on the defense. So yes, they're going to call it a late hit out of bounds, as quarterback Isaac McCown was running to his right, and he was heading for the sideline as a Rigby defender took him down out of bounds. So that will be an automatic first down, and they have the ball here at the 15-yard line. A little bit of confusion going on with the officials, just making sure they have the spot right. And they're going to move him further. The spot was incorrect. And they've decided to put the ball at the 12-yard line, where McCown will take over here in the shotgun. Doubles to the left. Running back in motion to the right. Looking that way. Looking towards the corner of the end zone. Throws it there. And it falls incomplete, but another penalty flag is thrown as the wide receiver, Caleb Jimerson, flails his arms in the air, hoping for a call, and he gets it. And that's going to be a hold or pass interference, holding defense, against the Rigby Trojans. And I think that'll be spotted at the 6-yard line now. Half the distance to the goal was the call. McCown in the pistol this time. Doubles left, hands it off up the middle, and he's met immediately by that Rigby defensive line. Maybe a couple inches picked up on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down and about 3. So they still can get a first down, but it's only if they get past the 2-yard line. McCown in the pistol again, hands it off up the middle again, and he gets close, down to about the 1-yard line. They're going to give him the first down, so that will be first down and goal for the Post Falls Trojans. Give them another 4 downs to try and punch it in. As they break the huddle, McCown in the pistol. A lot of motion. Hands it off up the middle, and he's met, and they call him short. He tried to lunge forward, and there's another penalty flag. This may be for some extracurricular activity. We did see a flag. We'll see what the official call is. Just a lot of flags on this first possession for Post Falls. And the ball is placed basically right on the goal line where he was tackled. Second down and goal. Unsportsmanlike conduct was the call on Rigby. And we have the strong pistol formation. Fullback to McCown's left. Running back behind him, Devin Burton. Receives a chest-high snap, hands it off up the middle, and he scores! Touchdown! Post Falls Trojans. As they put 6 up on the board. Again, Devin Burton up the middle. The simplest play you can see, right up the middle for the touchdown. And number 37 out for the PAT, and he kicks it up, and it is through. That is good. Again from number 37, Braden Singleton, the sophomore. Sorry, excuse me, the freshman kicker for this Post Falls team. And again, that drive was topped off by Devin Burton on a 1-yard run for the touchdown, and we are tied 7-7. At Jab Construction, they won't tell you they are the right choice. They will show you. As Rigby's #1 custom home builder, they are dedicated to honesty and communication to ensure your property is built the right way. Go Trojans from Jab Construction. And as Post Falls sets to kick it off here, Rigby hoping for a big return themselves, as he's kicking it here south to north. And it's a low line drive kick, almost bounced off his helmet, and he's going right up the middle, another big lane, this time for Rigby. And he takes it down to the 40-yard line on the return. Big return for Rigby. It's exactly what they wanted to see after the big drive from Post Falls. It is a game of momentum, and if you don't keep it, it'll get away from you very quickly. Here comes Rigby taking the field. Jake Flowers at quarterback. In the shotgun, doubles to the left. Man in motion from left to right. Receives the snap, fakes the handoff, looking over here to the right, finds his guy, number 12, and he picks up about 9 yards on the catch and run. That is number 12, Owen Golding. Just a simple fake handoff to the left and then look out to the right. Golding was the man in motion, and they just gave it to him to catch and run. Flowers in the gun, trips left. This time does hand it off up the middle, and he's got room. Juking out to the left side, juking back to the right. There he goes, down to the 30-yard line. And my goodness, leaving defenders questioning where they even are on the field, trying to see the number. I believe that was number 5, Jersey Dunes, on the run. Trips right in the shotgun. And Post Falls jumps off sides. We have more flags flying. And we'll see if it was a false start or an offsides. They're going to call an offsides on Post Falls. Great job on the hard count there by Flowers to pull them off. And that'll give them a free 5 yards. That'll make it first down and 5 for the Trojans in Post Falls territory here on the 26-yard line. Flowers in the gun, trips right. Sees the handoff, fakes the handoff up the middle. Flowers takes it himself down the left side, and he'll pick up the first down. A gain of about 7 or 8 yards by Flowers on the quarterback keeper. Again, Rigby moving quickly. Not a lot of huddling going on. Just quick glances over to the sideline for quarterback Flowers to pick up the next play. Again, coming out with trips right in the shotgun formation. Flowers hands it off up the middle this time, and he is taken down after a gain, probably 3 or 4. And that was number 6, Dallas Waldron, the senior of this Rigby Trojans team. It is now 2nd down and 3 on the 11-yard line. That was a gain of 7. Flowers in the gun, split backs. Fakes the handoff and then throws it out to the right side. Barreling his way in. Touchdown, Rigby Trojans. Again, faking the handoff to the left and throwing it back to the right on that little slide out route from one of the split backs. And again, that is Amani Morell with the score. That'll be 6 more points for the Trojans with the PAT pending. And the PAT is up, and it is good as the Rigby Trojans extend the lead 14-7. Another great drive by the Rigby Trojans. Taylor Chevrolet is proud to support Rigby athletics. Taylor Chevrolet has been serving the Upper Valley for over 90 years with excellent service and a stellar sales team. Taylor Chevrolet is the home of oil changes for life. That's right. Buy any new or used vehicle and never worry about your oil again. Taylor Chevrolet is your Southeast Idaho auto dealer with a wide selection of Chevrolet and Cadillac models. Come in today and get the vehicle you want with oil changes for life. Stop by their Rexburg location or visit their website at www.taylorchev.com. And Rigby setting up for the kick here, wanting to avoid what happened last time, which was that huge, about 80-yard return for the Post Falls Trojans. And here comes the kick. It's up and away. It is a high one. And he will receive the kick, fakes the pitch again. This time it is stuffed. No, he breaks through, and the ball came out. There's a fumble. And Rigby has fallen on the ball, and they will take over here at the 30-yard line of Post Falls. And that time, the Rigby kickoff team making up for their earlier mistake, this time causing a turnover, the first turnover of the game, as Post Falls gives it back to Rigby with a chance to score. And again, the ball is spotted on the 30-yard line of Post Falls. It'll be first down and 10 for Rigby. And Flowers will come out in the gun. Doubles to his left. Running back on his right hip. Man in motion from left to right. Fakes the handoff. Now looking deep. Now throwing deep to the middle of the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown! Rigby Trojans on a beautiful post pattern. A 30-yard touchdown pass. And I believe that was Cannon Korth on the reception. The junior for the Trojans. And now the PAT pending. And it is up. And it is good. And Rigby, just like that, has made the score 21-7. Again, on the 30-yard pass from Jake Flowers, which was, ball was first in their hands because of the forced turnover. And here we go, the kickoff from Rigby to Post Falls. The ball goes to about the 3-yard line, and he's going to take it out again. And he's finally taken down at the 21-yard line. And Post Falls will take the field. Only the second time their offense has taken the field. Rigby already with 3 possessions. In the pistol, hands it off to the left side, and he's breaking tackles and finally taken down at about the 28-yard line. Good gain of 6 or 7. That'll bring up second down and 4 for Post Falls. There's 3 minutes and 35 seconds left here in the first quarter. McCown again in the pistol. Trips to the right. Looking right, and he'll throw it shallow, and it's dropped by the intended receiver. And that's going to be an incomplete pass from McCown, intended for number 8, Trenton McLean, the senior. So that will bring up third down and 4. Again from the 28-yard line. as the Rigby faithful get loud here at Rigby High School. McCown looking to the sideline to receive the play. Again in the pistol. Trips to the right. And there's going to be a timeout called by Post Falls as there was some miscommunication on this third down play. So again, timeout for Post Falls. Pro Peat fertilizer is an enviro-friendly product that reduces leaching. Pro Peat can help organic matter back into the soil. Pro Peat is a great product for turf and ornamental applications as it encourages steady plant growth for healthier turf with less mowing and thatch. Uses range from lawns and gardens to shrubs and trees. Pro Peat wants to wish the Trojans good luck tonight. If you're someone who enjoys a propane fireplace but are having problems with your pilot light, we will get back to that ad here in a minute. As Post Falls is ready now, here in the shotgun, trips to the right. Motion out to the left is the running back. He looks right, dodges a tackler in the backfield, now running out to his right, has room to run, and he throws it away. And there's going to be a flag thrown down the sideline. As McCown threw the ball down the right sideline, there was a receiver in the area, and he was tackled before he even touched the ball. So I imagine this call is going to be a pass interference on the Rigby Trojans, yes. Pass interference called on the Trojans of Rigby. And that'll be an automatic first down for Post Falls. And they're walking up to the spot where they will place the ball, and it looks to be at about the 43-yard line. Again, 1st and 10, 3:15 left in the first quarter. McCown motions the running back out to the right, looking right, finds his running back who's got lots of space, and he picks up the first down as another flag flew. He got that ball out to Felix, picked up about 10, but it looks like they're starting to walk back. And that is going to be a holding call against Post Falls. So that will move them back 10 yards, making it first down and 20. Now from the 33-yard line, Post Falls with 3:08 left in the first quarter. McCown hands it off up the middle, out of the pistol, and he's driven back. After picking up a couple, he'll get his forward progress of about 3 or 4 yards on the rush, but then driven backwards. So that'll bring up second down and 16 from the Post Falls 37. McCown, again, in the pistol, trips to the left. Hands it off, left side, trying to find some space, and he'll pick up a couple yards to get just past the original line of scrimmage, or just to it, as we're seeing. So that will bring up third down and 10 for Post Falls. A long ways to go, clock ticking, 2:10 in the first quarter. Rigby leading 21-7 over Post Falls. Trips to the right for McCown. In the pistol, running back right behind him. Looks to his right, looking deep, and then he throws a shallow pass, and he's met immediately after the catch. It's a little bit of a bubble route. He's taken down immediately after a gain of 3 or 4, though. McCown finding Trenton McLean. but that will bring up a 4th down. It looks like they do run the punt team onto the field here for 4th down. From their own 46-yard line, Post Falls will punt to Rigby. And it's a fake. He fakes it up the middle and hands it off around the end, and then he's stopped immediately. Rigby not fooled at all by that fake. They snapped it to the up man, and then he continued to hand it off to another man, trying to cut it to the outside on the near side of the field, this left side, but was taken down after a small gain of maybe 1 yard. So Rigby will take over here at about the 46-yard line of Post Falls. Flowers leading the troops onto the field in the shotgun. Doubles to the left. Chest high snap. Fakes the handoff to the left. Tosses it off, but it falls incomplete. He tried to do a quick little pass to his intended receiver, which is number 12, Owen Golding. Again, one of those flat routes that they're running that comes across the entire offensive line, but the Post Falls defender sniffed it out and batted the ball away. Bring up 2nd down and 10. This time coming out under center with a single back. Man in motion from right to left. Hands it off to him, and he's got room to the left side. Moving to his right, back to the left, and finally taken down. And the ball comes out. It could be a fumble. And okay, so they're going to call him as down. It sure did look like it, but the ball did come out, but they're going to call him as down after a gain of about 5. And again, that was number 12, Owen Golding, on the jet sweep handoff from under center. Now Flowers in the gun, trips to the right. Morrell on his hip, looking over to the right, finds his slot receiver, and he's got a 1st down and more. There he goes, makes a move, cuts back to the right. He's got room down the sideline, and he's finally pushed out of bounds at about the 16-yard line. And that is number 1, Kaysen Thomas, on the reception and run. Run after catch, dodging defenders left and right. 1st and 10 from the 17. Hands it off up the middle to Morrell. Morrell picks up about 6 or 7 yards. And that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter, as they will not have time to call another play. So that will do it for the 1st quarter. The Rigby Trojans on top of the Post Falls Trojans, 21-7, and we will take a break.
Let's talk about open enrollment for health insurance. Your Health Idaho's got you covered with all you need to know. Open enrollment is the time of year where you can enroll in or change your health insurance coverage. And Your Health Idaho is the place to go for quality coverage at a lower cost. 25% of enrollees pay $25 or less. Make sure to enroll by December 16th to get covered and save money.
Dear Triathlon, let's take on iconic trails and race straight to the top. What's the point of winning if you can't enjoy the view? Yours, Toyota SUVs. Toyota. Let's go places.
Dear unbreakable spirit, you roam on paths called impossible. Own a legend. Toyota trucks. Toyota. Let's go places.
This year, help dreams come true with the Ideal Idaho 529 Education Savings Program. Our easy-to-use tools make it simple to plan for your child's education. With tax benefits, ownership flexibility Ideal is the perfect way to save for college, trade school, K-12 education, and student loan repayment. Join us at our next webinar to learn more about the 529 plan. Enrolling takes just 15 minutes and you can start with just $25. Visit ibsaves.org if you would like to learn more.
And welcome back to the Idaho State Football Playoffs. Here we are in the second quarter of Rigby versus Post Falls. Rigby just tossed it to the left and picked up about 5 or 6. They now have the ball on the 3-yard line. Flowers under center. Fakes the pitch and then hands it off up the middle, right in for the touchdown. Rigby again scoring another 6 points. Making the score 27-7 with the PAT pending. And it is up, and it is through. The PAT is good, so that will extend the score. It'll be 28-7 here at the beginning of the second quarter with 11:36 left. Rigby leading Post Falls 28-7. And that was a 2-yard touchdown run from Jersey Dueñez. As Rigby sets up here for the kick. Post Falls ready to receive. As he approaches the ball, it is a high kick that goes down to about the 1-yard line. And he's going to return it, going out to the left side, makes a man miss, and is finally taken down at about the 24-yard line. That was a long ways to run. He received it over here on the right side of the field and ran all the way over to the left side, where he was taken down by the hash marks by the Rigby kickoff team. And again, McCown in the pistol, trips to the right. Drops, looking to the right. Now he's rolling to his right, trying to find some more room, throwing it down the sideline, and it was almost intercepted by the Rigby defense. Quinn Bennett was almost there for the INT, but it was not to be. So that will bring up 2nd down and 10 for Post Falls. Again, trips to the right from the pistol. McCown hands it off up the middle, and he's immediately stuffed by that Rigby defensive line, getting that immediate penetration. And that will bring up 3rd down and 9. A long ways to go for this Post Falls offense. McCown in the pistol, this time doubles to the right. Fakes the handoff left, rolling to his right, tosses it back to the left on a little screen play, and it is stopped immediately. That is sniffed out by this Rigby defense, and it will go for a gain of no yards. In fact, I think he lost a yard on that play, so that will bring up 4th down and 10. And again, in their own territory at about the 24-yard line. Receives the ball, ready to punt. This time they do punt. It is a high flyer. It's going to fall at about the 50-yard line. And did he drop the ball? He may have fumbled. It looks like he did not. Able to hold on to the ball. And Rigby will take over from the 50-yard line where he caught the ball. So a big deficit here for Post Falls. If you are Post Falls, it is a big deficit, being down 7-28 here early in the second quarter. And now Rigby with another chance to go down and score. I think they have scored on every single drive that they've had the football so far, having a lot of success here on offense. Flowers drops back, fakes the handoff, looking deep again. He's got a wide open man down the sideline. 10-5, touchdown, Rigby Trojans. On the 50-yard touchdown pass. What a throw from Flowers, finding his man across the middle. And that was number 1, Kaysen Thomas on the reception. And the PAT is up and through, making the score 35-7. Here with 9:53 left in the second quarter, the Rigby Trojans showing that dominant offense. And Post Falls has a lot to work on here on offense, trying to find a way to get past this stifling Rigby defense that has been playing very well all season long, holding many teams below double-digit scores this season. A very, very good defense. As the kicker lining up for the kickoff here, as the Post Falls receiving team is ready to receive. Approaches the ball, a booming kick, that one down to about the 5-yard line. Fakes the pitch again, going to the left side. He's got a lot of room in front of him. There he goes to the 40, down to the 50. He's got one man to beat, and he's taken down from behind. A great tackle made by Rigby. But again, a great return from Post Falls. And they will start with the ball here at the 41-yard line of the Rigby Trojans. Again, last time that they started in Rigby territory, they went down and scored. In the pistol, trips to the right. McCown hands it off to the right side, fighting through tacklers, finally taken down after a gain of about 2. Number 9, Devin Burton on the run. That'll bring up 2nd down and 8 on the 39-yard line of Rigby. Pistol again. Fakes the handoff. Has a free rusher. He gets away from him. McCown rolling to his left. He had a receiver wide open, but just did not have the strength rolling to his left. A very hard throw. his intended receiver, Devin Burton, he was wide open. Just could not get the ball out there with that difficult throw to the left. So that will bring up 3rd down and 8 for Post Falls. McCown looks on to the sideline. In the shotgun, doubles to the left. Man on his left hip. Receives the snap, fakes the handoff, and he keeps it up the middle this time, and he's absolutely stuffed. That Rigby defensive line sniffed it out immediately and stops him after a gain of 1 yard, which will bring up 4th down and 8. Excuse me, he did not gain any yardage on that last play. But it does look like the offense is staying on the field for this 4th down play for Post Falls. In the shotgun. Tight end on the right side of the formation. Doubles to the right. Running back in motion from right to left. Looking left. He's being rushed. Now he has to roll out to his right. He's going to bring it back to the left side of the field. He is running everywhere. He is back on his own 40-yard line. Finally gets rid of the ball, and it falls incomplete. McCown, he went on a little vacation. He probably ran about 100 yards there. He had the ball at the 41-yard line of Rigby, ran all the way to the right side of the field and then turned it back to the left, about around his own 40. But again, the pass falls incomplete, and that will be a turnover on downs for Post Falls. And Rigby will take over on their own 39-yard line. A crazy play. Somehow got away from all those defenders, just showing that pure athleticism. Great job by Isaac McCown, the senior for Post Falls. Flowers back on the field for Rigby. Pistol tied in on the right side of the formation. Fakes the handoff to the left. Looking down the middle of the field, it's another long pass. He's got a man, and he drops it. It falls incomplete. Just a little bit underthrown. Flowers trying to find number 17, Evan Freeman, the sophomore. And that time the ball was just a little bit too short for the intended receiver. Trying to find another deep pass. This time down the left side of the field. Flowers in the gun. Man on his right hip, trips to the right. Chest high snap, fakes the handoff, and then throws it out in a little bubble route. And he's going to pick up about 4 or 5 yards here before he's forced out of bounds. Ran a little bit of a bubble screen there. Little bubble route to the intended receiver. And had a couple blockers out there to the right side as he's able to pick up what looks to be 7 yards on that play. 3rd down and 3 on the 46-yard line. 8 minutes left in the second quarter. Doubles to the left. Shotgun. Drops back, looking across the middle, finds his big target, and it looks like they gave him the 1st down. Big number 87, Seth Bradley, the junior tight end for Rigby, picking up the 1st down. And the Rigby Trojans now have the ball on their own 49-yard line. About 7:30 left here in the first half. Rigby leading 35-7 over Post Falls. Flowers drops back. Now rolling out to his right. Fires, and it's batted away. Amazing play there from Post Falls defensive back Sean Hudson, the 5'10 senior for Post Falls, making a heck of a play, reaching around and batting that ball out of there, leaving no chance for a completion. 2nd down and 10 for Rigby. Their own 49-yard line. The clock stopped because of the incompletion here at 7:20 in the first half. Flowers alone, empty. Does a little quarterback draw, looks to the right, now takes it to his left. There he goes down the sideline. Picks up huge yardage. About 20 yards for Flowers on the quarterback keeper. That time coming out in the empty formation. Looks to his right, making it look like he's going to throw, and then pulls it down and runs to his left. So big first down. Now on the 36-yard line of Post Falls. Flowers in the gun. Chest high snap, looks to the right. He's throwing it deep, and it looks like there may have been a little bit of a miscommunication between quarterback and receiver as the ball was thrown a little bit short. It looked like the receiver was running a go, but falls to the turf for an incomplete pass. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Rigby Trojans. And this time, Quads out to the right side of the field in shotgun formation. Takes the snap, hands it off up the middle, and picks up about 5 or 6 before he's stuffed. The Post Falls defense showing some strength down in the trenches. That'll bring up 3rd down and 5. Going no huddle, bunch to the left. Hands it off up the middle, and he's stuffed immediately. First met by Kyle Chamberlain in the hole. That was Waldron on the run. No gain on the play. Maybe they gave him a gain of 1. Looks like it is 4th down and 4. Flowers in the gun, trips to the right. It is empty. Post Falls stuffing the line. Flowers drops back, looking deep down the left side. He has a man in the end zone, and it is incomplete as the pass is separated by number 4, Elliott Rees. A great defensive play by the cornerback of Post Falls to stop that touchdown play, and that will be a turnover on downs for Rigby, and Post Falls will take over here on their own 30-yard line. Here with about 6 minutes left in the first half. Post Falls desperately needing a score before halftime, down 7-35. Pistol formation, tight end. Trips to the left. Hands it off to the left side. And he's eventually taken down. Number 9, Burton on the carry. Carried the ball for about a yard, which will bring up 2 yards. 2nd down and 8. Trips to the right this time. McCown looks to his right, pump fakes, finds a man in the seam, just a little bit overthrown. His intended receiver, Caleb Jimerson, and he had him in the seam. The Rigby secondary, that time a little bit of confusion. If he had found his intended receiver, that could have gone to the house for Jimerson. So now, after the incomplete pass, it is 3rd down and 8 for Post Falls. 3rd down and 9. And it looks like there's a timeout on the field called by Rigby, and we will take it with them. You are watching the Idaho High School State Playoffs here on IdahoSports.com.
At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
Welcome back to IdahoSports.com. The high school state playoffs here in Idaho as Post Falls takes the field here on 3rd down and 9. Pistol formation. Trips to the right. Chest high snap. Looks over to the right. Throwing it deep this time for his intended receiver, and it falls incomplete. Well overthrown. Was being played by the safety over the top. If that ball was accurate, it may have well been intercepted. And that will bring up a 4th down for Post Falls as they run the punt team onto the field. Punts it away. This one's a line drive. And he steps out of the way, and this is a great roll for Post Falls as it rolls down to the 20-yard line of the Rigby Trojans, where they will take over. That last drive was the first drive that they did not score on offense. And here comes the Rigby offense running onto the field. 5:11 left here in the first half. Rigby leading 35-7 over Post Falls. Flowers in the gun, man on his left hip, trips to the right. Now, bringing man in motion from right to left, hands it off up the middle, and he's got room, but he's taken down, tangled up from behind. And that looks to be Jersey Dunez. So that will bring up 2nd down and 2 after that gain of 8 on the run up the middle. Flowers in the gun. Brings a man in motion left to right. Fakes the handoff and keeps it himself up the middle, and he will pick up the 1st down as he's dragged down by Post Falls defenders. And they will move the chains. Bring up 1st down and 10 for Rigby. Flowers in the gun. Double motion from the tight ends. Chest high snap, hands it off up the middle, cutting it to the outside, now cutting it back to the right, shoving defenders down. And a great run there by Amani Morel as he picks up about 10. They give him the 1st down on the great run from Morel. The junior running back for Rigby. In the pistol, man in motion. Handed off up the middle again for another big pickup, this time about 9 yards to Morel. Just using his big body to drag these defenders, even going right up the middle. As he'll make his way to the sideline to take a little break. Rigby stacked with these running backs. They also have Waldron, very good running back for this team. Flowers in the pistol, trips to the left. Tried to use a hard count there. Post Falls doesn't fall for it. Flowers fakes the handoff to the left, throwing it deep down the left side, and is that caught? Oh my goodness, what a catch, throwing into double coverage, but number 1, Kaysen Thomas, able to pull it in over the top of 2 defenders. There were almost 3 defenders in the area, but Thomas is able to pull that down. Almost a back shoulder throw. Just a great catch. Hurry up offense. Hands it off. No, fake handoff up the middle, and he's taken down after fighting for a couple yards. That looked like it was going to be absolutely nothing. Number 33, Kyle Chamberlain on the tackle for Post Falls as Flowers picks up about 1 or 2. Sorry, 4. I do not have a good angle up here, apparently. 2nd down and 6. Flowers hands it off this time, and he's immediately stuffed. Post Falls meeting him immediately. It was a loss on the play. Bring up 3rd down and 7. The 17-yard line of Post Falls. Again, trying the hard count. Flowers in the gun. Doubles to both sides. Running back in motion to the right. Throws it back to the left on a tunnel screen. He's got room. Cuts it back to the left side, and he's finally taken down at the 5-yard line. And that is number 12, Owen Golding, on the reception. And a great play set up there on the tunnel screen. A lot of misdirection to the right side. Trying to throw off this Post Falls defense. 1:15 left here in the first half. Flowers in the gun, trips to the right. Man in motion from right to left. Fakes the handoff to the left, and he runs it right through the middle. Touchdown! And that is Jake Flowers. On the 5-yard touchdown run, Jake Flowers fakes the handoff to the left side and runs it in for the touchdown. And now, here with the PAT, and it is through and good. And that will bring our score to 42-7, Rigby leading Post Falls here in the first round of the second round, of the state playoffs. If you're someone who enjoys a propane fireplace but are having problems with your pilot light, unexpected noises, excessive soot, or strange odors, give Fall River Propane a call. They service all makes and models of propane fireplaces. Fall River Propane, your full-service propane provider. Again, thank you to all of our sponsors that make this possible. We would not be able to bring these games to you if it weren't for our amazing sponsors. So we thank all of you for sponsoring us, especially now during the playoffs, during the most exciting time of the year for high school athletics. Rigby setting up for the kickoff. 34, Joel Ricks, the senior. And the kick is away, and it is a long one. Receiving at the 1-yard line. He's going to return it again. Fakes the handoff, and he's cutting it back to the right side now. He's got room down the sideline. He's finally taken down at about the 44-yard line. The Post Falls return team causing a lot of issues for Rigby. And that was number 8, Trenton McLean, on the return. Cutting it back to the right side. this time in the gun. Empty. McCown looking deep down the left side. He's going to throw it deep, and it's going to be picked off. Intercepted by Rigby at the 35-yard line. That time looking deep on the corner route to the left side of the field, but intercepted by Isaac Kepner. The ball stayed up in the air a little bit too long, and Kepner kind of just had to stay under it. The intended receiver didn't even have any idea that the ball was in the air. And a huge interception here with 47 seconds here before halftime. Rigby with another chance to score just when you thought this half was over. Rigby with 2 timeouts. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. 47 seconds. You better believe Rigby will be looking to score, especially being here in the playoffs. Wanting to secure a victory here and make it back to the state championship. And there is a flag, and it will be a delay of game called on Rigby. That time just taking a little bit too much time to make the play call for Rigby. And they will huddle back up and try to decide on a play. And I guess it's just been announced that there was a timeout called before the penalty of delay of game. So now Rigby will have 1 timeout left here in the half. And here we go. Rigby will come out in the shotgun. Trips to the left side. Looking back to the sideline after seeing how the defense was set up. Flowers in the gun. Chest high snap. Fakes the handoff up the middle. Looking deep. Can't find a guy. Now he's going to throw it down the left sideline. And it's overthrown. His intended receiver, number 1, Kaysen Thomas. That was a hard throw to make from Flowers rolling out to his left, but he got it down there and even overthrew the intended receiver. Great job by the Post Falls defense to keep everyone in front of him, not allowing a big play for Rigby. 39 seconds left in the first half. And it looks like there was a penalty. I did not see a flag, but it was called against Post Falls, and it gives 10 yards to Rigby. 1st down and 10. Flowers looking across to the right side of the field, finds his man, breaking through tacklers, and taken down inbounds at about the 39-yard line. Rushing up to the line. Time will stop to move the chains. 31 seconds. Trips left for Rigby. Flowers looking. Fires a quick one to the left on the slant route, and he picks up about 11 yards. That'll be a 1st down for Rigby, and that'll stop the clock again. That was number 1, Kaysen Thomas. And rushing to the line again. Trips to the right. Clock ticking. 15 seconds in the first half. High snap. Throws it back to the right side on a tunnel screen. Finds his guy. Running up the middle, and he's taken down. Picks up a 1st down. There are 5 seconds left here in the first half. And they were going to call a timeout. That was number 1 again, Kaysen Thomas. And big play, able to pick up the 1st down on that tunnel screen. Lava Hot Springs, Idaho is your destination for a fun or relaxing day, whichever you choose. Just 11 miles off I-15, their world-famous hot springs are open now from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. and until 11 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. The all-natural geothermal hot springs are always a warm 102 to 112 degrees, so you can come and soak your worries away. Their indoor aquatic center with Kiddie Cove is now open Fridays and Saturdays, noon to 8 p.m., and Sundays noon to 5 p.m. with special weekday hours. Visit lavahot.springs.com for more information and calendar of hours. And right as Rigby was taking the field, a timeout was called by Post Falls, probably wanting to see what Rigby was coming out in. Franklin Building Supply is a proud supporter of local student athletes and all of the building professionals of Eastern Idaho. Their friendly and knowledgeable team is ready to help make your project a success from start to finish. Franklin Building Supply in Pocatello, worth the trip. Check out Northwest Paint and Body for the best auto body services around, including collision repair, painting, and framework. Northwest Paint and Body are proud supporters of Post Falls Athletics. Good luck, boys. Again, big thanks to our sponsors supporting their kids here on the field. And it looks like Rigby is coming out in the field goal formation with 5 seconds left in the first half. The field goal is up, and it is good. A 32-yard field goal from Dale Butler, the senior. And that will make the score 45-7 going into halftime. Rigby on top of Post Falls. Don't forget to join us for the halftime show. And you are watching this on IdahoSports.com.
Dear road rivals, every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan. Nissan and Ford charge extra for maintenance. At Toyota, we take care of our drivers. Join us. Toyota. Toyota. Let's go places.
Let's talk about open enrollment for health insurance.
This year, help dreams come true with the Ideal Idaho 529 Education Savings Program. Our easy-to-use tools make it simple to plan for your child's education. With tax benefits, ownership flexibility Ideal is the perfect way to save for college, trade school, K-12 education, and student loan repayment. Join us at our next webinar to learn more about the 529 plan. Enrolling takes just 15 minutes and you can start with just $25. Visit idsaves.org if you would like to learn more.
Vaping sucks you in quick, and the more you vape, the harder it is to quit. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems. That's why thousands of teens are joining My Life, My Quit. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
As Idahoans, we're not afraid to take risks.
All the way, all the way. Go. All the way down, all the way down.
Driving under the influence is not a risk we're willing to take. Be around to do more of what you love.
Ads like this keep popping up, but I see through the hype Because those vape clouds people claim are just water vapor contain as many as 31 different chemicals, like formaldehyde, the stuff they preserve dead bodies with. And while the flavors sound all harmless, we still have no idea what these ingredients could be doing to our bodies. But I already see vaping for exactly what it is. Get the real facts at BehindTheHaze.com.
Dear Freedom, here's to more miles driven, more dollars saved, and more electrified vehicles than any other brand. Yours, Toyota Hybrids. Toyota, let's go places.
Let's talk about open enrollment for health insurance. Your Health Idaho's got you covered with all you need to know. Open enrollment is the time of year where you can enroll in or change your health insurance coverage. And Your Health Idaho is the place to go for quality coverage at a lower cost. 25% of enrollees pay $25 or less. Make sure to enroll by December 16th to get covered and save money.
We're Valley-wide Cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Dear Triathlon, let's take on iconic trails and race straight to the top. What's the point of winning if you can't enjoy the view? Yours, Toyota SUVs. Toyota. Let's go places.
Let's talk about open enrollment for health insurance. Your Health Idaho's got you covered with all you need to know. Open enrollment is the time of year where you can enroll in or change your health insurance coverage. And Your Health Idaho is the place to go for quality coverage at a lower cost. 25% of enrollees pay $25 or less. Make sure to enroll by December 16th to get covered and save money.
This year, help dreams come true with the Ideal Idaho 529 Education Savings Program. Our easy-to-use tools make it simple to plan for your child's education. With tax benefits, ownership flexibility Ideal is the perfect way to save for college, trade school, K-12 education, and student loan repayment. Join us at our next webinar to learn more about the 529 plan. Enrolling takes just 15 minutes and you can start with just $25. Visit idsaves.org if you would like to learn more.
Dear Triathlon, let's take on iconic trails and race straight to the top. What's the point of winning if you can't enjoy the view? Yours, Toyota SUVs. Toyota. Let's go places.
Vaping sucks you in quick, and the more you vape, the harder it is to quit. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems. That's why thousands of teens are joining My Life, My Quit. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
At Valley-wide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valley-wide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
And welcome back to Rigby High School, where the Rigby Trojans are leading the Post Falls Trojans of a score of 45-7. We'll quickly go over the recap for those who haven't been here for the whole game of how we got to this score. It all started with Rigby, with Amani Morell with a 5-yard touchdown run. They started the scoring. And with the PAT, they went up 7-0. And then on the kickoff, they kicked it off to Post Falls, and they had a huge return and almost scored a touchdown on that return, taking it down to about the 20-yard line of Rigby. And then they were able to punch it in later on in that drive, a handoff to Devin Burton for a 1-yard touchdown run. And from then on, it was all Rigby. As you can see by the score, 45-7. It started with a 30-yard touchdown pass from Jake Flowers to Cannon Korth, who usually plays defensive back. It was a heck of a play, a post pattern to his intended receiver, and then that put them up 14-7. Excuse me, I did miss a touchdown. Sorry, excuse me. Amani Morrell scored another touchdown before the Jake Flowers touchdown to Cannon Korth. So Amani Morrell scored the first 2 touchdowns for Rigby, the second touchdown being a 6-yard touchdown catch from Jake Flowers, and then the 30-yard touchdown pass to Cannon Korth from Jake Flowers. And then, now we're at 21-7, and then Jersey Dunez, a 2-yard touchdown run for Rigby, and then another Jake Flowers touchdown pass. This was a long one, the 50-yarder to Kaysen Thomas. And then Jake Flowers, a 5-yard touchdown run. And then, right before halftime, there was a huge turnover from Post Falls on a huge interception thrown by the Post Falls Trojans, Isaac McCown. And then Rigby was able to go down the field and kick a field goal, a 32-yarder, Dale Butler, to end the first half. And that brought us to our score, 45-7, Rigby on top. And there is a lot of ground to be made up for Post Falls, and it will have to start with the defensive side of the ball. There's only been one possession that Rigby has not scored a touchdown when their offense is on the field. We will take some of this time to thank some more of our sponsors. Sponsors up there in Post Falls, Joe Dobson at Coldwell Banker. Coldwell Banker Schneid Miller Realty has been in real estate for 40 years in the Coeur d'Alene, Post Falls, and Hayden area. Due to his past experience as an agriculture extension agent, he specializes in acreages, ranches, ranchettes, and some commercial and land development projects. He's also a 50-year member of the North Idaho Sports Committee and a proud supporter of the Post Falls Trojans. Give him a call at 208-661-0650 for all your real estate needs. Tim's Special Cut Meats is your local old-fashioned butcher shop. Besides top-notch butchering and game processing services, they also sell premium meats, specialty groceries, and delicious deli goods, beef, pork, lamb, and buffalo, as well as smoked sausages and jerky. Better than the large retail outlets, Tim's is homegrown. Stop by today for customer cut meats, seasonings, grills, smokers, and more at their new location, 525 North Graffiti Street in Post Falls. You can also find out more online at www.timsspecialcutmeats.com. At Super One Foods, compromise is not an option. We set the standard. Number 1, we have lower prices, and number 2, we make your dollar stretch further. Visit any Super One Foods in Rathdrum, Hayden, Coeur d'Alene, Post Falls, or Sandpoint, and you'll see we set the standard. If you're someone who enjoys a propane fireplace but are having problems with your pilot light, unexpected noises, excessive soot, or strange odors, give Fall River Propane a call. They service all makes and models of propane fireplaces. Fall River Propane, your full-service propane provider. Lava Hot Springs, Idaho, is your destination for a fun or relaxing day, whichever you choose. Just 11 miles off I-15. Their world-famous hot springs are open now from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. and until 11 p.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. The all-natural geothermal hot springs are always a warm 102 to 112 degrees, so you can come and soak your worries away. Their indoor aquatic center with Kitty Cove is now open Fridays and Saturdays, noon to 8 p.m., and Sundays, noon to 5 p.m., with special weekday hours. Visit lavahot.springs.com for more information and calendar of hours. Franklin Building Supply is a proud supporter of local student athletes and all of the building professionals of Eastern Idaho. Their friendly and knowledgeable team is ready to help make your project a success from start to finish. Franklin Building Supply in Pocatello, worth the trip. Idaho Drug in Rigby, a tradition in pharmacy since 1947, where your health is their priority. Whether you need a prescription, a prescription refilled on their mobile app, or a gift for that special someone, visit Idaho Drug at 139 East Main Street for all your pharmacy and drugstore needs. They also offer free local delivery. Idaho Drug is a proud supporter of Rigby athletics and wants to wish the boys good luck in tonight's game. At Jab Construction, they won't tell you they are the right choice. They will show you. As Rigby's #1 custom home builder, they are dedicated to honesty and communication to ensure your property is built the right way. Go Trojans from Jab Construction. Taylor Chevrolet is proud to support Rigby athletics. Taylor Chevrolet has been serving the Upper Valley for over 90 years with excellent service and a stellar sales team. Taylor Chevrolet is the home of oil changes for life. That's right. Buy any new or used vehicle and never worry about your oil again. Taylor Chevrolet is your Southeast Idaho auto leader with a wide selection of Chevrolet and Cadillac models. Come in today and get the vehicle you want with oil changes for life. Stop by their Rexburg location or visit their website at www.taylorchev.com. ProPete fertilizer is an enviro-friendly product that reduces leaching. ProPete can help replace organic matter back into the soil. ProPete is a great product for turf and ornamental applications as it encourages steady plant growth for healthier turf with less moving and thatch. Uses range from lawns and gardens to shrubs and trees. ProPete wants to wish the Trojans good luck tonight. Again, thank you to all of our sponsors. We would not be here without you. And as the teams retake the field, starting their warm-ups, we will take a quick break before coming back to the game. You are watching the state playoffs here on IdahoSports.com.
Let's talk about open enrollment for health insurance. Your Health Idaho's got you covered with all you need to know. Open enrollment is the time of year where you can enroll in or change your health insurance coverage. And Your Health Idaho is the place to go for quality coverage at a lower cost. 25% of enrollees pay $25 or less. Make sure to enroll by December 16th to get covered and save money.
This year, help dreams come true with the Ideal Idaho 529 Education Savings Program. Our easy-to-use tools make it simple to plan for your child's education. With tax benefits, ownership flexibility Ideal is the perfect way to save for college, trade school, K-12 education, and student loan repayment. Join us at our next webinar to learn more about the 529 plan. Enrolling takes just 15 minutes and you can start with just $25. Visit idsaves.org if you would like to learn more.
Dear Triathlon, let's take on iconic trails and race straight to the top. What's the point of winning if you can't enjoy the view? Yours, Toyota SUVs. Toyota. Let's go places.
At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
And welcome back here on IdahoSports.com, where the Rigby Trojans are leading the Post Falls Trojans 45-7. Post Falls decided to defer when they won the coin toss beginning of the game, so they will now receive here in the second half. And again, in quite a tight spot here. Starting with the ball, they want to go down and score as fast as they can. And Rigby setting the ball down, getting ready for the kickoff here. Again, if you're just joining us, Rigby in the all maroons, maroon helmet, maroon jersey, and maroon pants with black numbers and golden lining and golden face masks. Post Falls with their black helmets, white jerseys, orange numbers, and orange pants as Rigby prepares to kick the ball off here from south to north. And the kick is off. It's a good kick down to the 2-yard line. Fakes the handoff again, and he's taken down. This time, Rigby ready for the tricky kickoff, the kickoff return that Post Falls has been running all night. And he was taken down at about the 15-yard line. This is where Post Falls will start with the ball. McCown again at quarterback. Burton behind him in the pistol, trips to the right side. McCown, chest high snap, hands it off to Burton up the middle. And he's stuffed. After a gain of about 2 yards, Burton is stuffed. And that will bring up 2nd down and 8. Again, if you're just joining us, this is the opening seconds, opening minutes of the second half as Rigby leads Post Falls 45-7. Pistol again for McCown. Running back goes in motion right to left. Tosses it out to Burton. Burton makes a move back to the right side. He's got room down the sideline. There he goes. And he's finally taken out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A huge gain for Burton. Just a simple pass out of the backfield. McCown looks to his left after the motion. And he went out way earlier. It was at about the 34-yard line. Got shoved out of bounds a lot earlier than I thought. Trips to the right, motion back to the left. Throwing over the middle, and he had a wide open receiver, just overthrows. That's McCown overthrowing number 88, Kendall Sage, the senior tight end, 6'3" tight end. Just overthrowing just by a little bit. He tried to outreach with one hand and pull it down with his left, but could not. 2nd down and 10 for Post Falls. This time hands it off up the middle, and he's stuffed immediately. Met in the backfield by this Rigby defense. Looks like that was number 21, Brandon Felix, on the run, the junior for Post Falls. And that will bring up 3rd down and 10 for Post Falls. Again, coming out in this pistol formation with trips to the right side. Running back moves up, now comes in motion to the right side. He's going to toss it out to Burton, and Burton is met in the backfield, and that's going to be a loss of about 2-3 yards on the play, and that brings up 4th down and 12 as they bring on the punt team to give the ball back to Rigby. Ten minutes left here in the third quarter. 4th and 12. Rigby leading 45-7. High snap. Gets the punt off. No pressure. A nice high punt. And it's fair caught. And the Rigby sideline and fans are upset because they think there should have been a call for kick-catch interference. The Rigby player was hit. They didn't take him down to the ground. Give him a little bit of a bump, but no calls. That was Parker Graham receiving the punt and fair catch. Rigby will take over here on the 41-yard line, their own 41-yard line. And the entire team goes in motion to the right side, making it trips to the right in the shotgun. Flowers receives the high snap, hands it off up the middle, and immediately taken down for a loss of about 1 yard. That should bring up 2nd down and 11. Looks like they gave him the yard. Maybe lost a little bit, but they're still going to call it 2nd down and 10 for Rigby. Flowers again in the shotgun. Man on his left hip, trips to the right. Man in motion right to left. Hands it off up the middle to Waldron. Waldron picks up about 5 yards. And that should bring up a 3rd down and 5 on their own 46. And there's a player that is still down. That may be Waldron. Yep, that is Waldron that is down on the field. And he's rolling over onto his back as the trainers attend to him. We will take a quick break. You are watching the Idaho High School State Playoffs here on IdahoSports.com.
Let's talk about open enrollment for health insurance. Your Health Idaho's got you covered with all you need to know. Open enrollment is the time of year where you can enroll in or change your health insurance coverage. And Your Health Idaho is the place to go for quality coverage at a lower cost. 25% of enrollees pay $25 or less. Make sure to enroll by December 16th to get covered and save money.
And welcome back here to IdahoSports.com, where Waldron was able to make his way off the field and receive an ovation. And that brings up 3rd down and 5 for Rigby. Flowers in the pistol. And he's looking across the middle. And a great play made by the Post Falls defender. That's number 18, Kyle Miller, flying in to break up the pass from Flowers. Great play. So that will bring up 4th down and 5, and Rigby has run on the punt unit. Here with 8:38 left in the third quarter. Rigby leading 45-7. As Rigby gets set to punt the ball away. Chest high snap. Rolling out to the right, an Australian-looking punt. And it's flying. It's a great punt. Gets a good bounce down at about the 12-yard line of Post Falls. And that was number 17 who caught the punt, Evan Freeman. Oh, sorry, excuse me. That was number 17. 17 was the punter. Excuse me. Great punt by him. Evan Freeman. Post Falls comes out in the pistol. Trips to the left. Chest high snap. Four-man rush. Looking out to the left side. Finds his man on a little smoke screen, and he breaks a couple tackles down to about the 21-yard line. Pickup of about, the 20-yard line. Pickup of about 6. And they're going to call it 7 yards. So they'll bring up 2nd down and 3 for Post Falls. Making adjustments at the line, in the gun, doubles to the right, looks to the right, fires a quick slant round. He's got a man wide open. That's number 1 careening down the sideline and finally taken down. The ball pops out, but I believe he was down. And they're going to say it's going to stay with Post Falls. That was number 1, Caleb Jimerson on the reception from Isaac McCown. And I can't tell if they just called him down or if it was out of bounds. I believe they just called him down on that huge pass play. Down to about the 38-yard line now for Post Falls. They are in Rigby territory. McCown drops back, steps up, and now he's moving to his left, pulls back to his right. He's being chased down. It somehow escapes all the defenders, and he has room to run now. There goes McCown down to about the 34-yard line. Great running there by McCown. The escapability in the pocket, very evident there, as he's able to avoid 2 Rigby defenders that got into the backfield and almost got him down for a sack. So they're going to say that was a pickup of 4, bringing up 2nd down and 6 on the Rigby 34. Pistol formation. Chest high snap. Hands it off to the left side, and he is absolutely stuffed. Number 21, Brandon Felix, was the ball carrier, and that time Rigby sent a blitz. Gage Jones flying through as a blitzing linebacker and making the tackle for a loss, bringing up 3rd down and 10 for Post Falls. Once again in the pistol formation. McCown fakes the handoff up the middle, rolls to his left, and he's finally taken down, and he is sacked. Huge sack for the Rigby Trojans. That's a loss of about 10 yards. Dropped back a little bit too far this time. And Rigby able to keep contain on the dangerous quarterback, McCown. And that will bring up 4th down and 19 on the Rigby 47-yard line. And they run out the punting unit. Very high snap. Gets the punt off. This one falling at about exactly the 20-yard line of Rigby. And that is where the Rigby Trojans will take over here. Franklin Building Supply is a proud supporter of local student athletes and all of the building professionals of Eastern Idaho. Their friendly and knowledgeable team is ready to help make your project a success from start to finish. Franklin Building Supply in Pocatello, worth the trip. under center comes Rigby. Hands it off up the middle, and he's fighting through defenders, picking up about 4 or 5 yards. And that was Jersey Dunes on the run, bringing up a 2nd down and 6. About 6 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. This time, Rigby coming out in the gun. Hands it off up the middle, and he is stuffed immediately. Still trying to fight through tacklers, though, and somehow gets back to the line of scrimmage. He was met by a host of defenders, 3 or 4, and is somehow able to angle his way through it all. And I believe that was, yes, Jersey Dunes again. This time in the pistol. 3rd down and 4 for Rigby. Morrell in motion to the right. Toss down to the tight end on the tight end screen, and he picks up the 1st down for the Rigby Trojans. Number 87, Seth Bradley, the junior tight end. Again, just a great screenplay set up by Rigby. 1st down and 10. 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Flowers fakes the handoff and tosses it down to the flat, and he's got room. He takes a big hit. That's number 17, Evan Freeman, who also did the punt a few plays ago. And he picks up about 6 yards on that play. 2nd down and 4 from their own 43. Flowers in the gun, bunch left. Hands it off to Morrell. Morrell right up the middle. He's got lots of room, plowing through defenders, and he's finally taken down at about the 38-yard line. Amani Morrell, the big back. He's always going to take 1 or 2 bodies with him before he goes down. 1st down and 10 for Rigby. Now in Post Falls territory on the 42-yard line. Hands it off again up the middle, and he's got room to run. And he's finally taken down at the 19-yard line. He found the room and drug a couple guys down the sideline. And that's number 5, again, Jersey Dunes. A nice pickup. Now on the 18. Hands it off to Morrell this time. No, that's Dunes again. And he picks up about 6. 9, maybe. 6 plus 3. 2nd down and 1. And he's going to hand it off again to Dunes. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He wanted a little more, but he's finally taken down at about the 3-yard line. First down and goal for Rigby. Draining that clock away. We are now at 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Full house in the pistol. And there's going to be a penalty. Could be false start, could be offsides. They're going to call it an encroachment on the defense. So they'll move the ball half the distance to the goal for Rigby after the encroachment call, and they will repeat 1st down and goal. Full house in the pistol. Flowers hands it off up the middle, and it's another touchdown for Rigby. And that's Jersey Dueñas on the 1-yard touchdown run. And with a PAT pending, the score right now 51-7. And the PAT is good. And that will bring our score to 52-7. The Rigby Trojans lead the Post Falls Trojans. So Rigby adding to this big lead over Post Falls. Don't forget to check out IdahoSports.com and check out the Friday Night Flash. We have scores going around all over the state. Of course, you have this game, but there are games going on everywhere for the state tournament, the playoffs. So if you go to the IdahoSports.com page, find the tab that says Friday Night Flash, and you can see scores from all over the state, from 6A to 1A. Find your favorite teams and figure out who your team will be playing next in the state tournament. And Ricks approaching the ball for the kickoff. Good kick, this time down to about the 8-yard line. Another return, no fake pitch this time. Finding room, that's number 1, down to the 35-yard line. And he is an excellent return man, Caleb Jimerson. Always finding room. I'll bring up first down and 10 for Post Falls. If you're someone who enjoys a propane fireplace but are having problems with your pilot light, unexpected noises, excessive soot, or strange odors, give Fall River Propane a call. They service all makes and models of propane fireplaces. Fall River Propane, your full-service propane provider. Post Falls in the pistol. Hands it off up the middle to Burton. Burton finds some room, bouncing off of tacklers. Finally taken down after a 7-yard gain down to the 43-yard line, bringing up second down and 3. Good run from Burton up the middle. Burton now in motion to the left. McCown looking deep, and now he's running up the middle. He picks up the first down, and he's finally taken down after a pickup of about 4. First down for the Post Falls Trojans. McCown in the pistol. Doubles to the left. 2-step drop. Looking deep down the right sideline for his man. He jumps up and almost pulls it in. Just a great defensive play by number 25, Bryson Youngstorm, on the coverage. And that was number 1, Caleb Jimerson, the intended receiver. The 6'3" wide receiver, senior wide receiver for Post Falls. That will bring up second down and 10 from their own 48-yard line. Trips to the left, pistol formation. Chest high snap, 5-man rush. Throws it out to the left side on a smoke screen. He's going to pick up some yardage there. Runs over a defender. It picks up about 6 yards for Post Falls. And that looks like number 1 again, Caleb Jimerson. Good catch and run. Running over defenders. And Post Falls getting the offense running here late in the third quarter, 2 minutes left. Burton motion out to the left. McCown now rolling out to his right side, looks down the field, and he finds a man, and he did pull it in. That's number 1, Jimerson, and who else? He's finding his guy wherever he can find him. And that time, a hard throw rolling out to the right, McCown throwing it to Jimerson, and Jimerson diving and catching the ball. Great job pulling that ball in. McCown, pistol, trips to the left. Pump fake to the left. Now he's going deep towards the end zone. He has a man in there. Touchdown! Post Falls, Trojans. What a throw from McCown. The pump fake for the smoke screen, and then throwing the go route into the end zone for the Trojans. I believe that's number 5. Jace Osland, the junior wide receiver, 6'2". And here comes the PAT. And it is up, and it is good. And that will bring our score to Rigby, 52. Post Falls, 14, with 1:39 left in the third quarter. Post Falls ready to kick off here, and they will kick it off deep. A little bit of a squib kick down to the 10-yard line. Now on the return, finding the lanes, trying to make something out of nothing, and he's taken down at about the 27-yard line. That's number 1, Kason Thomas, the star wide receiver for this team. And Rigby will retake the field. I imagine just trying to run the clock as much as they can, as we are at 1:30 left in the third quarter. Jake Flowers in the gun. Hands it off up the middle. I believe that's Duenas again. And he'll pick up about 4 yards on the run up the middle. It is now 2nd down and 6 on their own 32-yard line. Rigby in a heavy formation. Hands it off up the middle. Stuffed almost immediately. Picks up about 2 yards. Make it 3. Bringing up 3rd down and 3. Again, just running that clock. Now down to 30 seconds left here in the third quarter. In the shotgun, Jake Flowers. Excuse me, that may not be Flowers anymore. They may have replaced him. Handoff up the middle. He's got a lot of room, dodging tacklers, That's number 29. Q or Ku Kof. And that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. Again, Rigby leading Post Falls 52-14. Thank you for listening here on IdahoSports.com, and we will be right back.
At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
Dear Triathlon, let's take on iconic trails and race straight to the top. What's the point of winning if you can't enjoy the view? Yours, Toyota SUVs. Toyota. Let's go places.
And welcome back to IdahoSports.com. First down and 10 for the Rigby Trojans. Hands it off up the middle again. Picks up about 2 or 3, still on his feet, but pushed back quite a bit. And number 49 is the quarterback that has come in place of Jake Flowers. He's not injured, as far as I know. They just have a very large lead. So number 49, I do not have him on my roster. So the mysterious number 49, I am so sorry that I cannot say your name. But here he is in the gun. Hands it off up the middle again, just trying to run that time out. Pick up of about 1 or 2 again. Sorry, excuse me, he got a lot more yardage than I thought. Pick up about 3. That should bring up 3rd down and 5 now. Coming out in the shotgun, trips to the left. Number 49 in the gun. Hands it off. Cuts it back to the left side, fighting for yardage, but will not get to the first down. That'll be about 4th down and 3 for the Rigby Trojans. And there isn't a lot of movement coming from the offense. They may try to stay on the field and see if they can run some more time. Again, it is now the 4th quarter. 10 minutes left. .49 in the gun. Doubles to both sides. Running back in motion. Looks to the left. Throws it back to the right side for the tunnel screen. And completed the pass, but he was on the ground. Okay. Just hearing that Gunnar Davis is number 49, the new quarterback that has come in for Rigby. And that was number 19 on the reception of that last play. Weston Carlson on that reception. But it will be a turnover on downs. The Post Falls will take over on their own 44-yard line. McCown, pistol. Hands it off up the middle to Burton. Burton will pick up about 2-3 yards on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down and 7 for Post Falls. wanting desperately to score another touchdown here with 9 minutes left in the game, down 14-52. McCown in the gun, Burton in motion, throws it to Burton on the right side, pulls it in, picks up a couple yards down the sideline, dragging defenders, showing him that stiff arm. Picks up about 4 on the play. That will bring up 3rd down and 3 for Post Falls. McCown in the pistol. Running back in motion to the right side. Looks that way, now looks back to the left. Throwing to his tight end, but it falls incomplete. McCown throwing to number 88, Kendall Sage, the 6'3" tight end. But the ball hits his fingers. It was a little bit underthrown and drops the ball. Here we go, 4th down and 3 for Post Falls. Fakes the handoff up the middle. McCown's going to keep it himself, and he's getting the 1st down and more. Dragging guys across midfield, and he's still trying to go. And he's finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there for McCown on the fake handoff, and then quarterback keeper. 1st down, Post Falls. 7 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. Burton in motion from right to left, the running back. McCown looking that way, finds Burton in the flat, cutting it back inside, picking up big yardage down to the 20-yard line. Just short. No, excuse me. That will be a big 1st down for Burton. A quick throw out to the flat from McCown. Rigby playing a little bit deeper, preventing any big plays. 6:30 left in the 4th quarter. McCown in the pistol. Chest high snap. 3-man rush. Looking to the right, and it bounces off the pads of the intended receiver, which is the tight end. Again, Kendall Sage. This time bouncing off his chest pads. Dangerously being bounced up into the air, but falls to the ground. Incomplete pass. 2nd down and 10 on the 20-yard line for Post Falls. 2-step drop, throwing it towards the end zone, and they get tangled up down there. Incomplete. There's going to be no call as both players get their feet tangled in the end zone. That was intended for Jace Ostland. And again, both players just tripping over each other and falling to the ground. Incomplete pass again. The clock is staying running. I believe that is the, not quite sure of the official term, mercy rule, where the clock will keep running if a certain team is ahead by more than, I believe it's 40-something points, something around there, but 5 minutes left. McCown throwing it deep towards the right corner of the end zone, overthrown his intended receiver, and that was an incomplete pass on this 3rd down and 10. Now bringing up 4th down and 10. Clock continues to roll. The intended receiver was number 5, Jace Ostland again. And huddling up for what could be their last play of the game if they're not able to get a 1st down or a touchdown. Post Falls in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff right, rolls out to the right, comes back up the middle, throws it, and it falls incomplete. Not only falls, it was just a great defensive play by number 22, Tucker Clark. great defensive play to get in there and bat the ball away. And that will be a turnover on downs for Post Falls. The clock did stop after that play. And the clock starts running again. 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter as Gunnar Davis, the quarterback, takes the field for Rigby. Running back in motion, throws it out to his running back, who's got a lot of room in front of him if he can get by, but he'll finally get taken down after a gain of about 11 yards. Big first down for Rigby. Completed pass from Gunnar Davis to his running back. I couldn't quite see the number. Clock still running. Now at about 3 minutes left. Davis in the gun. Hands it off up the middle. Picks up a couple yards before he's drugged down to the ground. Is that 33? 38? Number 33, RJ Melanese on the run. Rigby taking their time, draining the clock. Gunnar Davis in the gun. Hands it off up the middle again, and he's met at the line of scrimmage. Maybe picked up a yard. But that will bring up third down and long. 9, maybe 10 yards to go for Rigby. And there's a decision to be made here. They can try and get the first down and run the rest of the clock away. Or they can punt it back to Post Falls. And they can have another shot at scoring again. Gunnar Davis in the gun, trips to the left. Running back in motion. Davis is going to take it right up the middle on the quarterback draw, and he's stuffed immediately for no gain. That will bring up fourth down and 7 or 8 as he picks up a couple yards. A minute 30 left in the game. Rigby again with this decision. They could go for it, get the first down, ultimately just end the game, or punt it back to Post Falls. And it looks like they're going to keep Gunnar Davis on the field. And they are going to go for it here on fourth down and 7 on their own 35-yard line. A minute left in the game. Davis looks left to the motion man, throws it back to the right, and it's intercepted. He picks it off, and he's going to go all the way for the touchdown. Picked off by Post Falls and taken home for 6. Overthrows his intended receiver. Wow. And I believe that was, yes, number 10, Sean Hudson on the pick 6. And that will make the score 20-52 with the PAT pending. And the PAT is up, and it is through. Good. Making the score 21-52. Rigby on top with 56 seconds left in the game. Now Post Falls will kick off to Rigby. Again, another decision to be made. You're down by a lot of scores. But you could make the decision to go for an onside kick. Possibly give your team another chance to score another touchdown. But we will see what Post Falls decides to do. At Super One Foods, compromise is not an option. We set the standard. Number one, we have lower prices. And number two, we make your dollar stretch further. Visit any Super One Foods in Rathdrum, Hayden, Coeur d'Alene, Post Falls, or Sandpoint, and you'll see we set the standard. And as Post Falls sets up for the kickoff, Rigby looks to be set for an onside possibly, but Post Falls does not look set for an onside kick. Looks set to kick this one deep, and he does. A squib down the middle, bounces off a Rigby defender, and he's going to return it for a couple yards down to the 34, 35 yard line, depending on where the officials want to put it down. And Rigby can come out and kneel the ball down. And that was number 85 on the return for Rigby. Again, sitting at 48 seconds left here in the game. 1st and 10 on the 35. I imagine we'll see a kneel down from Gunnar Davis, the backup quarterback for Rigby. Lined up in the victory formation, receives the snap, kneels it down, and they may have to kneel it down one more time. Once it hits the 40-second mark, they should be good to go. And at the 30-second mark, they kneel it down for the last time. And that will do it for our game as the Rigby Trojans take the win over Post Falls Trojans, 52-21. The Rigby Trojans will now move on in the playoffs, and they will play the winner of Rocky Mountain and Cunha. Don't forget to join us for the post-game show. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back.
Let's talk about open enrollment for health insurance. Your Health Idaho's got you covered with all you need to know. Open enrollment is the time of year where you can enroll in or change your health insurance coverage. And Your Health Idaho is the place to go for quality coverage at a lower cost. 25% of enrollees pay $25 or less. Make sure to enroll by December 16th to get covered and save money.
At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
This year, help dreams come true with the Ideal Idaho 529 Education Savings Program. Our easy-to-use tools make it simple to plan for your child's education. With tax benefits, ownership flexibility Ideal is the perfect way to save for college, trade school, K-12 education, and student loan repayment. Join us at our next webinar to learn more about the 529 plan. Enrolling takes just 15 minutes and you can start with just $25. Visit idsaves.org if you would like to learn more.
And welcome back here on IdahoSports.com for the end of the game here, where the Rigby Trojans have defeated the Post Falls Trojans 52-21. This was a game that very quickly got away from Post Falls. They were able to answer the first score, but after that, Rigby kind of took over, and it was all Rigby after that. We have to decide. Well, I have to decide who the player of the game was. And it was a pretty difficult decision. Rigby had a lot of good players, a lot of scoring going on their side of the ball. But I ultimately decided that the player of the game is quarterback Jake Flowers. Congratulations to you, Jake Flowers. He had 3 passing touchdowns, including a 6-yard touchdown pass, a 30-yard touchdown pass, and a 50-yard touchdown pass. And he even had himself 1 rushing touchdown. So 4 total touchdowns for Jake Flowers, and he is our IdahoSports.com player of the game. The Rigby Trojans have defeated the Post Falls Trojans, and they will advance, and they will be taking on the winner of Rocky Mountain and Cunha. And just checking out the scores right now, it looks like Rocky Mountain is pretty well in the lead currently, 35-0. So, barring any type of miracle, Rocky Mountain will be taking on Rigby next week here in the state tournament. Today's player of the game is brought to you by the Idaho Office of Highway Safety, reminding you to always keep your head in the game. Whether you're on the field or the road, be in the moment and free from distractions. This has been an IdahoSports.com GameStreams production of the 2024 Idaho High School Football Postseason, brought to you by Project Filter, Your Health Idaho, Ideal, Idaho's College Savings Program, Valleywide Cooperative, your local Toyota dealers, Dip Fusion Helmet Reconditioning, and the Idaho Office of Highway Safety. This broadcast was also made possible by Tim's Special Cut Meats, Northwest Paint and Body, at Super One Foods, Joe Dobson at Coldwell Banker, Schneidmiller Realty, Idaho Drug, Jab, Taylor Chevrolet, Pro Pete, Fall River Propane, Lava Hot Springs, and Franklin Building Supply. Special thanks to Athletic Director Ty Shippen and everyone here at Rigby High School for their hospitality and help in getting this game broadcast to you. Congratulations again to our IdahoSports.com player of the game, Jake Flowers, presented by the Idaho Office of Highway Safety. Thanks again for joining us as the Rigby Trojans defeat the Post Falls Trojans by a score of 52-21. For me, Jesse Richens, and everyone else here behind the scenes at IdahoSports.com, we wish you a good night.
Let's talk about open enrollment for health insurance. Your Health Idaho's got you covered with all you need to know. Open enrollment is the time of year where you can enroll in or change your health insurance coverage. And Your Health Idaho is the place to go for quality coverage at a lower cost. 25% of enrollees pay $25 or less. Make sure to enroll by December 16th to get covered and save money.
year, help dreams come true with the Ideal Idaho 529 Education Savings Program. Our easy-to-use tools make it simple to plan for your child's education. With tax benefits, ownership flexibility, Ideal is the perfect way to save for college, trade school, K-12 education, and student loan repayment. Join us at our next webinar to learn more about the 529 plan. Enrolling takes just 15 minutes and you can start with just $25. Visit idsaves.org if you would like to learn more.